Greetings people, this is Vaulander again. Just played a game on Scorched Basin, 1 versus 1. Kinda interesting. I was Reign of Chaos map when it first came out, and it was on the 1 versus 1 games. I played it quite a bit. It was one of my favorite maps, but I haven't actually played it until now. I was like back to the good old days when nobody knew what they were doing and everyone was having fun and there wasn't cookie cutters all over the place, you know. Anyway, if you get this post at 1 minute mark, 1 XP as usual, Vaulander's view and fog of war on or off, that's all up to you. 3, 2, 1 and pause. Standard build order, you've heard it a million times before, Alter Burrow Barracks. He is coming with a Scouting Wisp. That's one thing that I really like about Nightelf, is that you can plant your wisps wherever you want and they get wood. In order for me to do the same, I have to send a peon around. That's 1 food and 90 gold. That's not doing anything except for scouting, of course, and with my tight build order in the beginning, I don't really have any extra food to throw around. As I've said before, 50 food will give you 4 grunts, a hero, 5 peons on gold, 4 peons on wood, and a full group of headhunters. So an peon running around, especially in the beginning when you need to get your units out fast. It can be a little bit difficult. That's why Farseer is good on this map, because you can use the wolves to scout. And you have as many wolves as you want. You can scout the entire map every 5 minutes of the game. Find expansions right away. Torrent Chieftain is out. You can use the Blade Master with Mirror Image too, that works. It's not as good as wolves, but hey, at level 3 you have 3 mirrors you can send around. Here comes the Infernal Demon Hunter. And I do a bad stomp, of course. Yep. Got my mill up and running. Voodoo Lounge. Everything according to plan. Except that I'm a little slow on my next grunt here because I'm messing with the Demon Hunter. And I figured, okay, he came from the north, so let's go and check out the north. And he comes up behind me again. That's the whole point of Nightelf, as I understand them in the beginning. That's just to get in your face and keep you occupied so they can take up and do whatever they need to do. And I'm spending my time here trying to beat up by a unit that or a hero that is a lot faster than any of my units at this point. Second barracks going up. On his side we see here archers. An Ancient of War is pumping them out. He's getting a Hunter's Hall and another Moonwall. And I'm trying to beat up on these archers here. Why he doesn't hide archers more is beyond me, but why didn't I beat up on her here? Because I was too busy running away. Yep, and that could have been an archer for me. But that didn't happen. Oisan. So it's back, getting healing salves and such. Usually before you start trekking across the map, which pretty much I was doing now, you want to get the Voodoo Lounge up and get your salves and such. That way you can heal away from the enemy and then just go right back and hit him instead of running straight back to your base like he has to do with the Moonwells. Nightelf, I think, have the most what do you call it? Cumbersome healing in the game. Orcs can get healing salves. Anyway, I'm going for the archers. When you're facing the Demon Hunter, and I do this quite a bit in this game before I figure, yeah, that was maybe not so smart. What you want to do when you're facing the Demon Hunter is to hit anything else but the Demon Hunter, whatever units the opponent has, you want to avoid the Demon Hunter because he can soak up so much damage. It's not even funny. He doesn't have a lot of hit points, but he does have 5 armor, and most Demon Hunters get evasion, which means that with 5 armor he has damage reduction 22, and then either 10, 20, or 30 damage reduction for the evasion. That's not per attack, it's just that, 1, 2, or 3 out of 10 attacks will miss, which means he has, 10, 20, 30 damage reduction. He can tank like a mother, and if he gets up to level 6, yeah, he'll regenerate sooner or faster than you can damage him. Anyway, I see this wisp here. Take it out, and now it's time to start clearing out expansions. One of my main goals in every game, apart from of course winning, is to clear out expansions, because then while I'm in my enemy's face beating on him, I can just send a peon out to do an expansion without having to clear it out first. And here we go, another result. He still only has 4 archers, which means that he's teching. At this time I have 40 out of 40 food, and he has 30 out of 50. So obviously he's doing something in his base. I want to find out what it is, since he keeps running north every time I chase him, and I knew what his base was. Of course, I'm tired. What can I say? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I know what his base is. I know he's messing around with some stuff, but I also know that he probably has full moon walls, and he has archers and buildings, so going into his base is extremely painful at this point. Especially with the Keeper of the Groove, I was definitely afraid that he would entangle one of my units, but he didn't. If he had, I would have had to either give up the unit or double back and try at least to make up some of the loss I would take, because an entangled unit is dead. He could just focus everything on it, and I wouldn't be able to save it anyway, but I might be able to catch an archer or two, which means that it was a fair trade. I'm now running with a full power push. He has an archer here, being annoying. Here he makes a bit of a mistake. I chase her, and then I figure, okay, it's time to check up on the left side, because that's where I would like to expand out of the main fairway between bases, since we are basically on the right side. He turns around and starts attacking here, and I managed to catch this archer. Let's see, what's the experience for one archer? We are 257 now, and we are 297. So that's 40 experience. Thank you so much. He's now getting Druids of the Claws. They're currently Adept, or whatever you call it. And he's researching the Druid and Master Claw. And here I am with just Tier 1 units. And he has Tier 2 units and getting Tier 3 units. If I wasn't so cool, I'd expect to lose this game, but we can't all be Norwegian, I guess. Anyway, I go and creep, take out this camp hit. Very good expansion spot, because it's very close to his base, but on the off side of it, considering the closest between bases. So getting an expansion here is probably not where he's going to check first. The most natural thing to check is the neighbor. Of course, it will take me longer to get to it if it's under attack, unless I want to use a teleport scroll. But it's a good place. It's out of the way, considered to be on his half of the map, you might say. He's coming here with bears, and now he has, he's still adept on his Talons, but he's getting up master training. On an off note, at this point, I'm kind of warm. I got my mountain bike militia t-shirt in the mail today, and I'm wearing it. Damn, it's sexy. I'm clearing out another expansion. Of course, I'm checking for his expansions at the same time, but you know, I might as well get some experience. And I'm currently level 3. He has 2 heroes. He's level 2 with the Keeper of the Groove, and level 2 with his Demon Hunter. I'm currently running 2 levels of Stomp and 2 levels of Endurance. Sorry, my mistake. At this point, with the big map, I figured, you know, getting around fast would be a good thing. So I got my bestiary up, and I got also a watchtower because it's out of range of the barrels. And I'm here getting a Spirit Large, but he's going to come down, and that's going to go down. Here we have one of the strongest creep camps on the map. It's got air, and it's got serious thunder lizards doing piercing, although the graphics look like magic damage, but that's fine. And I get something really sexy. I get here a Tome of Experience and a Potion of Invulnerability, which will be very important later on. I'm going to get a Vaulander's Book of GG. That is the Tome of Retraining. I'm going to tell you about that, since there's nothing really happening at this point. During the Slimer Vendetta, when the Powerpush was built, I was down at the Merchant on 2 rivers when I got creepjacked, and I was I don't remember what race I was playing, but I looked at the shop and I figured, oh yeah, a Book of the Dead, so I bought it and I double clicked it, and suddenly I had no skills for my hero. Ooh! He takes out my thingamajiggy, my large. It was pretty stupid to put it in front, but I couldn't fit it in the back. And here we go in. We now have Master Dots. We have a Torn Chieftain doing a bad wave there and getting cycloned. We have Grunts facing Druids of the Claw and Headhunters in the back. I should have focused here, but you know, who the hell cares. I popped my potion so I wouldn't get cycloned again, and threw off a couple of waves, and here comes another wave very shortly. You're gonna see the entire line just dropped. Oi! We now are down to 1 bear. He has 1 claw behind me. Get another good line off. I'm level 5. I made sure to get up that before I threw next wave. I was clicking and teleport like a maniac, but since I was entangled, I couldn't do anything, and I was dead before the entangle wore off. Another entangle on a Grunty. I now have a tower here and building another, and I'm trying to pull back to suck him into the firing line. Unfortunately, my tower was attacking the wrong thing. But I do manage to get a Druid of the Claw. So I have to revive my hero and hope that he won't get in my face. He's running with few units. They're all wounded, except for the Keeper of the Groove. He has, for some reason, Thorns Aura. That is a very rare skill to see on Nightelf, but I guess he was expecting a lot more Grunts and Raiders. Considering I have almost 2 full groups of Headhunters in a short while here. That was pretty much a wasted skill for him. The only melee I have are the Raiders, basically. So I'm now trying to rebuild. I'm now running a Great Hall here. Expansion. He has an expansion, or is building an expansion on his right side, which is something that I can check very easily as I'm heading for his base. That was a very bad expansion spot. Even though you can defend it a lot sooner, he should have put it on the